Hello everyone, once again we have a little bit more of a Sykkuno update. Now there is, I think, maybe like another one or two videos I want to make, at least based on the overall available information on this. There's a lot more coming out, there's a lot bit more details on the initial person who called out like the Sykkuno situation as a whole, and it's just a lot. So I'm not really sure exactly which videos to go make and what to prioritize, but nonetheless there will be a little bit more on the channel itself. This video we're going to be breaking down a little bit more on the whole XQC and Asmongold, because number one, XQC got in drama with Valkyrae. Like, XQC's viewers sent a lot of hate towards Valkyrae, and then they apparently went and talked in DMs a little bit more. So I'm gonna go talk about that, as well as also XQC's been calling out a lot of these also fake friends in his words, like Toast and Ray and everyone else who's involved in this whole situation. And we're gonna talk about that and kind of, I guess, reopen up that whole discourse, because that was kind of the video we made earlier on today, where it seems like some people are disappointed, some people are, it's kind of a weird mix-up, as all this whole videos have been. Some people are saying that like people like Toast or like Skara or like Valkyrae were not condemning Sykkuno enough, like basically like saying like kind of, you know, saying like you're horrible or whatever it might be, dropping him. And then some people on the opposite side are saying, hey, maybe you should be more so defending him. Like, you guys have been friends for many years, and all you're kind of saying is that you were disappointed on them. And then XQC and Asmongold are also kind of giving their takes. Now, I like to go make these types of videos, not that it's like enjoyous to have a breakdown over someone being like a serial cheater and people having to deal with all like this emotional trauma. It's never fun. It's not like, it's fun in a weird sense. It's like one of those like cryptic funs, if you will, where it's a hard to have a conversation, but it does open up, I guess, the path of having a real conversation of kind of harder to hit issues, if you will. Power dynamics and bigger streamers and like what's a predator, what isn't a predator, like should it be canceled, should it not be? And as more information keeps on coming on out, that's why I keep on making these videos. Not to necessarily farm the situation, but we are a gossip channel, and this is some crazy gossip. Although there has been some like Mr. Beast stuff and like legal stuff, this right here has kind of been taking my attention because my entire Twitter feed has been blowing up because of it. Probably because of me also becoming a VTuber in the near future, or being a VTuber adjacent, and it's probably why. So we have a lot of information to break down, more so XQC and Asmongold defending them and kind of calling out the friends, and I would love to hear all your thoughts down below. This video will be slightly more polarizing, so please keep that in mind. I keep on trying to tell people I'm more of like the messenger or the deliverer of the tea, and I do try to show both sides, so it's more so always up to you to make your own opinion and your own thoughts on this all. That's the point of this, is we share a little bit of the internet, and we may paint a little bit of a bias per se, but I'm never really trying to. I want you guys to always think and like comment freely. That's the joy of videos. You guys don't always have to agree with me, and I also want you guys to always take everything with a grain of salt and let people respond, or like you know, people, you know, sit on stuff and think about stuff. So let's go break it on down, as well as also just for my own channel too. We actually do have a giveaway going on. Like, I was supposed to do this like around like 2 weeks ago, but I feel weird talking about this on my channel. But we actually do have a Switch 2 and or PS5 Pro giveaway. It's kind of in combination with my main bigger channel. So if any of you guys are interested in that, just drop a sub here. We'll have more details involved the next 1 or 2 days on either a community post or a follow-up video. It's weird like promoting yourself in these types of things, but I guess that's what you're supposed to do. I don't really know. I don't really like it myself. But if I did have a chance to have any people from the Sykkuno OTV squads, those are some of like the nicest and most adorable viewers I've ever seen on Twitter. I've been looking at like people from Sykkuno fan groups being just sad. I saw like the Spritelings coming out as well, like people kind of bonding together and doing like Twitter spaces and just, you know, kind of sharing the fact that they felt very hurt about this whole situation. I feel bad for you. If anyone from that community is here and sees that, I truly do feel bad. If you have a comfy streamer and a place that you felt like home, and also maybe have a chance to hang out with the girlies or other people in that community that kind of shared your similar vibe, it's very unique and very hard to find that, especially in the content creator sphere. My heart goes so out for you all, because I've just seen a lot of people sad about that. But nonetheless, this will be a little bit on the polarizing side, so please keep that mentally in mind. Let's dive on into it. So if you guys have missed some of this drama, for some odd reason, also these content creators are being blamed, although Sykkuno was the one that did the actions. There have been some people pushing back against that too, and I also want to preface this. I know there's a lot of prefacing, but people like Valkyrae and DisgusedToast, they did not control Sykkuno. They did not do his actions, so please also keep that with a grain of salt and maybe be a little bit lighter on them. I've seen some very mean takes on, say, Valkyrae or even Pokimane. Like right now, I even made a tweet that's been kind of going somewhat viral on Twitter for me discussing like the Pokimane thing. I was like, why was this woman in his house or whatever? Apparently, I was also maybe back in 2020, so just a preemptive if you guys saw that on Twitter or you guys see this. Just like keep everything on a grain of salt. Keep everything with open mind. But nonetheless, there's been a lot of tweets of people saying like, hey, Valkyrae revealed that she didn't even know that Sykkuno had a girlfriend. And if this has all been true, then that just means that he truly was hiding everything and manipulating people even more. like specifically hiding this. And I want to show, first of all, we'll do the Valkyrae clip here. There's another one that Sykkuno came out this past few weeks.
He had a girlfriend. I did not know, which led to my tweet, because I thought my tweet was going to make it clear that I didn't know. But apparently me tweeting that had a lot of, caused a lot of distress. So yeah, a lot of angry people. A lot of angry people. You know, it's my karma.
I personally felt bad. I feel like I actually made a video kind of saying like Valkyrae, I felt like she was getting a lot more extra hate than she really should. There could be critiques for her, yes, but I do feel like she's getting a little bit overly hated.
Because last year, it's because XQC reacted to my tweet, and he did a whataboutism, which is funny because last year when I talked about it, I did a whataboutism, which I've already talked about and I already apologized for, and I already understand that it was really stupid of me how I worded it. And this is just my karma coming back again.
So basically, XQC was kind of calling out Valkyrae and bringing a lot of hate to her. And his kind of take, we'll get to that in a second, was him basically saying, hey, like, you guys are saying this guy is a predator. And the predator is a very strong word, and no one's really sticking up for your friend. Like, basically, XQC and some people online are saying, Valkyrae, you're a fake friend. DisgusedToast, you're a fake friend. All these people, you're fake friends. You've known him. Lily Peach, you're a fake friend. Not, once again, saying this is my thoughts. I'm not saying that. I'm just sharing the drama, giving you guys a story, saying what people online are saying. Would like you guys to always have your own thoughts from my subscribers here. But nonetheless, people were kind of calling us out, and they were being like, hey, it really wasn't that good. People were disappointed in them. And even Toast himself would talk about, you know, how he was disappointed.
What happened?
I'm going to let you guys...
It's sad.
I'm going to talk over a little bit. He's like, it's sad, I'm disappointed. But people are like, they're saying they're sad and disappointed. Hopefully this doesn't get let's forget about and be friends treatment. Or how these MFs talking about how I'm uncomfortable talking about. Like, what do you mean? I don't know how y'all watch these people anymore. We kind of covered this in the prior video earlier on if you guys want more context. But basically, people were being like, yeah, I'm just disappointed, not really moving on. They're going on about their lives and kind of somewhat tossed Sykkuno aside. And that was a little bit intriguing because there is also more so on if they knew he had a girlfriend, they felt like they were betrayed themselves. The fact that some people are also thinking they should have condemned it more. Like I said, it's kind of like a toss up. Some people are saying they should condemn him more and like be like, you're horrible, Sykkuno. And then some people are saying, hey, like you probably should be a better friend and be there for him. It really just depends on the person, their experiences, the parasocialisms, whatever levels you want to discuss on it all. But there's also even other clips too where like Sykkuno was like, hey, so do you live here with your girlfriend? Because people are more so trying to figure out who knew how bad the situation was. And the relevance of this is that if all these friends knew with him and hid it, that kind of doesn't necessarily make them as bad as Sykkuno, but makes them like accomplices. But if Sykkuno also hid this from everyone, that also makes it a little bit more crazy. You have Valkyrae, you have like, you know, all these other women in the OTV sphere or the Roomy sphere. And if you are dating someone for this many years, and no one knows because you're hiding it to go and cheat and hit up e-girls and raise up other people or VTubers or spend all day playing games with VTubers, a lot of people online are also saying that that's just a really bad perspective. With an audience with a bunch of women, as I've kind of been saying, it kind of just rubs them off the wrong way because it seems like you're more of just hitting up every girl, like you have, like you're a VTuber, what's up? And people are also saying like, why can't you, if you're like, it just gets a little weird. That's what a lot of people are thinking. Anyway, so here's like a quote over here that's been also going viral.
Look at this house. My Juica house.
From Pokopia.
Look at all that.
Oh.
I still got to get wallpaper, a few things. I got some plants. I actually stole these plants recently. I'm gonna...
You live here with your girlfriend?
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't say girlfriend, but I...
It's almost like a slip right there. He's like, yeah, I totally live here with my girlfriend. Like, what do you mean? Wait.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't say girlfriend, but I live here with my Pokemon friends.
Oh,
it's kind of like, wait, what?
great. He's into Pokemon like that.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but, I mean, I do live with my Pokemon. Do you not live with any of your Pokemons?
No.
Oh.
And even the one guy in the chat going. So anyway, like people are kind of catching stuff on out being like, who knows who does it? Now, that's not the biggest discussion or deal. I personally think it's Sykkuno's actions. He has to take accountability for it. I don't know. Like, I think it's him. Like, I'm not really sure why other people like Valkyrae and like Toast of all people are getting like massive hates and like people on Twitter, Reddit's like calling them out and saying like Valkyrae is horrible. To me personally, like, I don't really know what they're supposed to do. Like, I talked about in my video earlier today. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I truly do not know. Like, if this happened to my friends, like, do they expect like a YouTube video? Do they expect like a 5-hour long monologue like I've been doing? I really, like, really, truly, like, you guys tell me, like, what do you guys expect? Like, do you guys think that like Valkyrae and all these people are getting hated on for no reason? Do you think they should be doing more? Let me know. So anyway, as I mentioned, there's been like these tweets now with XQC kind of ramping on up. It's about how like XQC is talking about how like his friend, like best friends, hasn't really responded well. Like, why is he like the one that's kind of taking like the heat for this all? Like, why is no one standing up for him? And more so saying these labels are bad. Cheating is wrong. No matter what, I hope everyone can agree watching this channel. My subs are just, if you're just passing on by, I hope you would agree that cheating is bad. But does cheating mean that you have to ruin your career? Who knows? If you send messages to 50 women, 100 women, whatever number it is, does that mean your career is gone? Some people are saying, yeah, because your kind of pattern of instance, you're like predatory. It really is up to date. But XQC's been trying to go and be on the hill, same with Asmongold, we'll get to him, on the idea that like, you need to also, if you want to help your friend, help him right. Like, be like, hey, yeah, he did cheat, it was bad, he was in a bad emotional spot, and like discuss it and talk about it, or let him speak on his own. So
on stream,
let's just let him talk. Like this is a little bit maybe more polarizing, so that's why we're making the video.
we're like barely friends in real life, if that makes sense. They're all more friends. Why is it that I have to have the why are the people that are close to him?
And this is also like in response to Pokimane, where she's like kind of doing Coachella stuff and like how it sounds to feel disappointed, but not just not even being surprised. And kind of reference kind of similar to Lily, where it's like, of course, like once again, another male creep over there online. And like that's kind of like Pokimane kind of responding to it. And some people have been giving Pokimane some hate too as well. Like there's just like hate everywhere. For these big type of situations, there's hate everywhere, critiques everywhere, and this is why these videos are polarizing, because I don't even know what the points even are. It's just like everyone's like, well, like throwing darts everywhere. That's how I even feel.
Having takes that green light, dog shit labels that damage him severely, and I'm the outsider, and I have to come in with like the voice of reason and say, guys, I don't think he's a predator. What the fuck is that? That's fucking awful. Like, it's just kind of lame. Like stand on business, yo. Like, yeah, he did something bad. I get it. But it doesn't mean that like everything else is true as well, and then you just fuck it. Like, come on, bro. I don't think that's fair at all.
He's right.
And if somebody did that to me, I mean, I would cut him off. Sorry. Like,
so basically, he's trying to say, I'm sure you got it with that. He's like, hey, as your friends, they're just instantly allowing people to say whatever. Like there's the predator term, once again, is like been the big discussion these last few days. The predator term, is he a predator? Is he not? Some people are saying yes. Some people are saying with the mass amount of women. A lot of women are also saying this behavior is inappropriate, especially with the woman-based audience. I've seen it because I made YouTube videos, I made tweets, everything. So I've seen it. I've seen the takes of most people. But XQC is trying to be like, hey, if this is your friend, you have to almost like, if you're going to talk about it, you can't just say you're disappointed, because it almost is like blanket stating that it's true. Not saying it is, but that's what XQC is saying. If you're like, yeah, I'm disappointed, but you don't say like, hey, it's maybe a little overblown. Yeah, his relationship was ending, and you know, all these girls, like he just was thinking with his instead of his head, you know. Like there's other ways you can say it. I think Scar said it really well. He's like, yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't expect it from him. We'll have to talk in private. I think Scar is the perfect example for it. But this is where a lot of people in the OTV circle are calling out, like the big fans. And same with XQC being like, hey, you guys are just not good friends. Like XQC is even saying, why am I the third party person who maybe knows Sykkuno, but I'm not besties, never lived with them? Why am I the one defending him and taking the heat? That's what he's trying to say.
Get him off. I wouldn't. It was, oh, you're burning your bridges. Okay, well, I don't want that bridge. If the bridge we have is, oh, dude, when he does something bad, then we're gonna be okay with all the dog shit that people said that isn't true. Then fuck that. Then I'd rather be on my own island, because it's awful, yo.
It's really hard to find real friends.
And this isn't a hit at anybody, but if this happened when he was 50 kids like we know, boom, everybody glazes. If that.
And he's like saying, like, if he was famous, he was on the top of the hill. He's saying that Valkyrae, Toast, and everyone would be defending him. If he had more viewers than them, they'd be like saying, no, Sykkuno the king. He messed up. He made those stupid mistakes, not joining the Champions Club. But the next he's trying to be like, hey, now that he's like kind of dipping off, he's only getting like 1,000, 2,000 viewers in comparison, and like he's not like on the cream of the crop, king of Twitch, king of YouTube. Then everyone's like, yeah, whatever. We don't want to like sacrifice our numbers or career for him. That's what he's saying. And that's what some people even online are calling out, being like they're disappointed, like on both ends. Like it really is both ends. Like they're like, I'm fence sitting here, but like I'm trying to show both sides, trying to be unbiased.
I was 50 against Sykkuno. Most people would cover this on their stream. The first time they went live and would have defended him and be like, he's an adult, he can deal with this. I don't know much about this. Like, come on, bro. Like, I give the same defense to people that have 50K, the people that have 500 viewers. I don't give a shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, if you're
XQC is just trying to say, I would say the same thing no matter what. I don't know. Like, for me, as more information gets out, it is weird. It really is polarizing.
they defend it when it comes, dude, you're glazing this. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I think you're entitled to at least not being fucking shit on for things you didn't do. Like, the guy's not a predator. Like, fuck that.
And he stands by he's just not a predator. I don't think he... it depends. Women think it's predatory. I've seen a lot of women think it's predatory. But I've also seen a lot of men kind of be like, hey, this is just a dude. He's cheating. It's not that bad. It's bad, but it's not like he's a predator. Or people also saying like that's sometimes reserved for like, say, children comments or more some like more serious law. And then some people are saying it's getting close to it. It really is so polarizing. That's why there's so many videos on it and still more things to talk about as people keep on going back and forth.
Valkyrae spoke about me? Well, I spoke with her. I mean,
this isn't talking about Valkyrae.
I was mauled and I was being harsh on everybody. Okay, so as I said, yeah, it was a little bit a stray shot, right? In a heated moment, but at the same time, I also said, when it comes down to it, this kind of charade game. And
also, here's another tweet I never showed, but you guys want to see. Does she even have a single genuine opinion for Valkyrae? She just follows the most popular narrative at the time, then flips opinions the moment she sees another narrative. Disingenuous, fake AF. And I'm not trying to say I agree with this as I like highlight it. I'm just trying to say like this is the take some people are saying on the whole friendship debacle. And it's uncomfortable and stuff, but I'm just trying to share the news and let you guys form your own thoughts. This is almost like the polarizing takes, if you will. And I am a gossip channel, I guess, at this point. So I'm trying to figure out like how to do it right. I'm new here. I've only been making videos for a few months. I'm not really sure the best way to do it. And I do appreciate all the brand new eyes because I've seen a lot of nice comments and people supporting it. And as well, kind of like doing what I prefer, like people actually having opinions. I don't want people who watch me to always blindly believe me. Or as well, I don't mind if people disagree. Like I think that's very important for an audience.
Being fed some information off stream.
To also make sure I'm accountable as well.
Out in a different way on stream is just, it's lame. Like of course I'm gonna be defensive. It shit happens all the time. Like it's like a music chair. Guys, it's not a fold. It's not a like. I hate this bullshit. Oh, you're folding. Like, I always say you can do better. You can do better. Yo,
I think that's what I have to say, but I do kind of agree because I do think there's better ways to have worded it. Maybe more time to wait, more of a proper statement. Like a lot of these people were streaming the next day. Or like, as this all ongoing. Like, not to say they have to stop their lives for it, but it's probably going to happen, and they did address it.
I stood on business, and I mean that, but not in a way that will send the rabid people go, oh my god,
XQC from Ontario.
fake friend, fucker, bitch ass, whatever. Like, bro, that's also too far. You'd be like, yeah.
I would hope most people could agree on that too, because I don't think Valkyrae, I don't think Toast, like they did not do it. They might be friends with them, yes, but in my honest opinion, Valkyrae is getting kind of, yes, you could critique some of these people, sure, I guess, but like you shouldn't be sending hate comments or death threats or ramping the stuff on up. That's too far. Like if you maybe in the back of your head disagree on it, that's fine. But they didn't do these actions. They also are also condemning it. They're also saying they're disappointed. I just don't really know what some viewers want. I really, truly don't. And I do think XQC has a point. He's trying to like defend him when no one else is really defending him. Like all of his friends are kind of giving up on him. But I don't know.
You know what?
Tell me.
If I said this exactly like this, then you probably get less of the fucking craziers or whatever, right? And there's a place in the middle where you could do better. Like nobody's perfect. Nobody's not every person is perfect. Like how is that a fold? How's that a fold? Like that's the same thing.
This was just a shit show.
As the initial defense itself of Sykkuno. Yeah, it's not perfect. Also, this guy's a glazer.
It's just the really quick Mujin. Mujin's getting in a lot of drama right now. The guy who initially made the first YouTube video. I'm not sure if I want to make a video on it or not. Maybe if you guys want, let me know. But there has been a lot because there's been also more ongoing situation updates from the whole Sykkuno stuff. I'm just not sure how invested you guys are. I don't want to overly milk it, but I myself have still been living this like parasocially on my own end.
Also, this guy's a glazer.
Because it just gave a lot of ammo to a lot of angry people.
And I don't want people like being crazy incels or calling out like, you know, all these women just because they're women. Women just because they exist doesn't mean that they are the problem. Or Valkyrae making an opinion on this doesn't mean that she's 100% the problem. Yeah, you can maybe call and have some few various takes, yes, but really it was Sykkuno who did it. So I don't know. I keep on seeing people hit on Valkyrae for no reason, and it makes, I don't know, I feel bad.
And so, but yeah, he knows that I was gonna mention it today, and he told me everything, and yeah, I am disappointed, as I have been with a lot of my friends in the past. And
yeah, like I said, I'd be disappointed to not be defended against labels such as a predator.
And this is once again like that's the predator line. I would be too. I actually feel a little bit bad for Sykkuno because it doesn't seem like people are really supporting him. Even if I make a video like this, there might be some people who leave hate comments or disagree with me or don't even like the idea that I'm platforming someone like XQC or Asmongold. I don't think what Sykkuno did was okay. I also do think that there's a lot of gray ground, and the fact that he messaged so many people was pretty not good, especially with as many female viewers as he has. VTubers as well. A lot of the VTubers are very uncomfortable with this, and it's an ongoing situation with parasocial male VTubers, and also women do this as well, because it's happened to me. But typically, like, they'll have a stigma that male VTubers will like just try to message you to get with you, raise you up, whatever. It might be fake inorganic friendships trying to get something from you. And that's kind of a big stigma, sadly. And I do want to become a male VTuber in the near future, but it stinks because like, I don't want to enter into like a community and have everyone already think you're going to be a predator and creepy and weird based on other people's actions. And that, like, it does affect people like me and affect other folks out there. I don't want to make this about me. This is more about the victim, you know, the woman involved in this all. That's the person who probably hurt the most. His ex-girlfriend, who has been more on the low-key side. That's, I think, the real person that everyone should be caring about and worrying about. That is, and I almost feel like that's, like, the focus is off of that. Like, that poor woman. Like, I truly do feel really bad for that woman.
I didn't do anything that warrants even being called even close to predator.
I'm sure I've also been.
So once again, people are still on the line of if it's a predator comment or if it's not. Like, people don't really necessarily know. So once again, though, people are also on the power dynamic, which is also what Asmongold stepped on into right afterwards. So he was more on the predator end for XQC. Asmongold's more on like the deeper discussion of the power dynamic. My take is I do think there was an inherent power dynamic in the first impression. He has millions of followers. People, like, once again, if XQC is talking about the fact that he had 50,000 viewers and people would have been defending him, his friends, that right there is almost kind of showcasing the point that a lot of people are saying, because that is the power dynamic. He showed that it would have happened. So now imagine, and like in the comparison for people with like 5,000, 10,000 viewers, like Valkyrae, Toast, whoever. So then imagine you have a streamer with 50 viewers or 100 viewers for Sykkuno's 2,000, 3,000. Why would that not same power dynamic also work as well? In my honest opinion, there is a power dynamic, and I myself, even as a smaller content creator, I have a power dynamic. If someone has like 50 followers and I'm sliding their DMs over here and I'm making YouTube videos or streams or whatever it might be, and I have a little bit of an audience, what if that is still an inherent and power dynamic in the first place? But that's just my take on it. You guys are very free to disagree. I would love to hear what Asmongold has to say on his thoughts. I feel like it's built in. The dude's verified, has 4 million followers, and on first glance, that is a very easy way, because if he followed someone, they're most likely going to look at his profile, see a verified checkmark if they don't know who he is, see he has a lot of followers, and follow back. That's very inorganic and very cloudy, but that is sometimes how the world works for some people. But here is the opposite point from Asmongold.
It's diluted so much. So I think it's way, way, way too much. And also, this entire idea of a power dynamic, this is just another way that people are removing accountability from themselves. There is not a power dynamic whenever you're popular and somebody else isn't popular.
I disagree. But I think some people are also saying these women also were the first ones that messaged him. So if there is this fear of a power dynamic, then why are they messaging him first and kind of leading it on or kind of taking the charge? Because he is like this shy boy. It's once again a very convoluted system, and people can go on 4 different opinions. Like they can agree on one thing and disagree on the other, you know? So like even for me, I kind of disagree with Asmongold.
There is a power dynamic when you're an adult and someone is a child. There is a power.
I would also disagree on that too, because you can be a more elder adult. Like if someone's 18 versus someone who's 30. And a work dynamic. I had the same power dynamic at a work job. I was working for a YouTuber. His name was Preston. I'm not sure if I can say this or not. He was actually cool to me. I liked him. But his boss, Preston's boss, like the VP of the company, like Preston was more so hands off or whatever. The boss itself, dude, that guy was one of the craziest power tripping people I've ever seen, to the point where I left because the guy was like crazy. The dude was crazy. Like, I'm not sure if I've never publicly said this on a video. This is also probably a whole completely separate thing. The Preston guy was lovely. And in the fact that the point the guy was throwing chairs. Like, this dude was literally throwing chairs after he yelled at me, and I told him he should never treat someone like me. I'm allowed to be a little bit more ballsy because I've had my own businesses, my own careers. Like, I took that job and I was down there just for fun. You know, I was just there for fun. But they actually also like kind of tried to provide me like a PC for it and like let me stream. But then people found out I was going because I mentioned it before I even signed any contracts or NDAs or whatever. So people already knew I was down there. Because I already told everyone, like they did all the paperwork wrong. Like I had no NDA signed. So then when people brought it up, it kind of spread out everywhere because I'm a streamer. Look at how everything spreads nonstop. And then after this guy kind of was like, hey, bro, like I'm like, you know, the first week you were doing a stream here and you mentioned you were there in the first place because people already knew they were bringing up my stream. And then I was like, yeah, that's fine, you know, whatever. But just like you just did not do anything right. Like I didn't have a workbook my first date. Like I would basically no one like they kind of just were like, figure it out. I was doing meetings with random people just to keep myself busy. I was trying to be proactive and coming up with ideas. Like I was trying to like help like structure an new coming channel. And this guy had no idea how to run this company, dude. Zero idea. I'll say it on my stream right now. I'll say it on a YouTube video. I don't mind. But there you go. There's an innate power dynamic of two grown adults. And the only reason why it didn't work out is that guy's ego was so big that I kind of called him out on it because I didn't need the job. I was just there because it sounded like a fun opportunity to learn and do stuff. But there you go. There's a power dynamic issue right there between two adults. And I'm also like a 6'3" proper man who's established. And I still had to deal with the proper power dynamic for someone abusing the situation. And as I told this guy to be like, you should never treat someone like this ever again, because I'm probably one of the rare people to say this to a VP because guess what? Whatever. Yeah, dude, the guy was like throwing chairs, insulting me. I tried to give him a handshake and be like, hey, bygones be bygones. Thank you for the time. The guy didn't look at me. He was like a little small, like manlet dude freaking out. So I don't know how that Preston dude ever worked with that guy. Good luck to you if he's still there. God only knows. But the Preston dude was fantastic. Like after this guy also like raged, never paid me for God knows why, which they also skimmed money off me too, which is also why I was like, hey, like you're not even fulfilling the proper contract. They were trying to make me stay extra longer for no pay. There was a lot of, this is like my own cancel video for the future if you ever want it. But the funny thing is I messaged the Preston guy and I think he realized it because he's not an idiot and he paid me up and said sorry. We like went for a walk. We got like dinner, like didn't have dinner, but like we were like did like a crazy like 2-hour walk and discussing like content and life and just speaking as people. That guy was awesome. Like Preston himself, shout out to that guy. That guy is one of the nicest YouTubers I've ever seen. Phenomenal dude. But the VP over there, idiot. That guy should have never worked there. That guy probably ruined it, and I probably would have loved to work over there. But my life has actually gotten a lot better because ever since then, I made my own proper outside business, and it went very, very well. Like, very good. On top of me making my own content, my own schedule and stuff, it's like I do this stuff all for fun at this point. That's a side story, but that's the perfect example for me to showcase that there is power dynamic issues, not even on content creators or sizes, but just in terms of like managers. Have you guys ever had a horrible manager? You know, this random guy that's you're working retail, you're working at Taco Bell, Panda Express, and your stupid manager is like, yeah, you got to go work until close, and you also have to open up the next day. Sorry, you know, I haven't had a day off in a little bit, so I'm gonna sleep on it and take the next shift at 3 p.m. You know, my girlfriend's in town. That's another power dynamic stuff. Like, I don't understand how this is like a big debate because there is a massive power dynamic, especially if you're someone with 4 million followers. Like, maybe these guys are just so off their rockers that they're not real people anymore. Like, Asmongold himself has his own innate power dynamic if he interacts with anyone. Does he think it's not? Like, this to me kind of gets like these really weird takes on it. But nonetheless, let me go and have him speak. But I just want to show like the debate is really heavy. Like, so some people may agree with Asmongold. I've seen people agree with this. But as I kind of give my own case and points, like I would disagree. But this is why this thing has been so heavily debated because there's so many different angles these all can go down.
Power dynamic when you physically overpower somebody. There is a power dynamic when you have a subordinate that you are hitting on. There is not a power dynamic just because two people are in different positions inside of an industry.
No, I would disagree. I can even say for my own YouTube account, sometimes if I make a video and it's like say it was against Asmongold, I'd have people come in my own channel, dislike my videos, try to dox me, send messages, whatever it might be. Or if you're a bigger content creator, yeah, guess what? If someone goes against your wordage, they're probably going to agree them. That message will get more widespread. It's more of a negative towards you. That we've seen many instances, even in this video of XQC calling out Valkyrae. And Valkyrae is like afraid to respond to XQC because she said, like, she literally had to say XQC is my daddy. So then people in like the XQC community don't harass her. Now, that's not XQC's fault. It's not XQC's fault. Like, he's just making his own opinions. But these are all things that these bigger content creator men have to realize. Same with Valkyrae. Valkyrae did this too as well for smaller creators. It also happened too, the power dynamics there. But that's my opinion. If you guys agree or disagree, let me know. I'm not trying to defend Valkyrae too much, because I do think that what XQC is right. He may not be a predator, but it was bad. He was a cheater nonetheless. I don't think I really agree with the power dynamic one, but that's just my own personal take. That's why I'm showing it though, because you guys may more agree with Asmongold.
Employee, yeah, there's a power dynamic if you're hitting on your employee or you're hitting on your boss. That's a power dynamic. There's no power dynamic because, and again, you have to
hitting on your boss.
What does a power dynamic mean? A power dynamic means that somebody can use your refusal to interact with them, in this sexual way, and then weaponize something against you for it, punish you for it.
But that could also mean him like never inviting you to more collabs, never unfollowing you, not doing a collab on his own stream, not spending time with you. We saw money involved, so I don't know.
Now, you could say that, he could start rumors that are bad about
or
her
that
in the industry. Yeah, anybody could do that, by the way. Anybody could do that.
But then more people would trust you if you were a bigger content creator already established.
And that doesn't mean that it's going to work either. Like,
not that Sykkuno, I don't think Sykkuno would do that.
Admit and agree with it, because obviously that doesn't happen. Large streamer and small streamer is not a power dynamic. Boss and
I would disagree. I would love to hear your thoughts. I would disagree.
Employee is a power dynamic. It's just more people looking for ways to remove accountability from themselves.
And maybe new stuff will come out, in which
I don't know. It's very conflicting. I'm curious. I think I agree with XQC that it's a little bit disappointing seeing some people not fully, I guess, protect them. I don't know, but it's weird. We saw other, also even VTubers making comments over here saying, I want to keep this out, but this feels kind of messed up. The internet loves really to paint women as even in a situation where a guy literally cheated on his girlfriend with several women, but of course it's somehow the woman's fault, like say Valkyrae. Or when a girl did cheat on her boyfriend due to her being abused, the internet didn't hesitate to flame her. I don't understand this double standard, basically because Sykkuno did say like his relationship is falling apart and everything else. Very intriguing. Very intriguing because it's just everyone's blaming everyone. Like this entire thing is going everywhere. I do think XQC has some points, and it does feel really bad that a lot of the friends just didn't really protect them, be involved with that, like kind of gave up on it all. And like even this, like even over here saying cheating and predators are two just big things. When people say they're disappointed, it feels like they acknowledge all the accusations. You cannot do that. Why are these people close to him having takes that green lights labels that damage him severely? Basically, once again, XQC saying it was too hardcore. He was a cheater. He was bad, but it wasn't this like end of the world thing. Like he should be able to come back in streaming. But it seems like he's the only one that's doing it. His own personal friends, like all the Valkyraes and Toast and Scars, are all saying they're disappointed. They don't like it. Their friendship's up in the air and they don't really know. So that's once again like this big side. A lot of people are anti-Sykkuno now. A lot of women I'm seeing are just, the trust has been ruined. His face has been destroyed. His facade is broken, and he was a cheater. Like that's just undisputable proof. With a lot of other women too as well, with maybe nefarious intent, maybe not. That really is the gray ground even for this big video. Asmongold, like I said, I do think there's a power dynamic. I disagree on that personally, but maybe you agree. That's why I showed his take. You don't always have to agree with me. Like that's why I keep on trying to send these videos and comments. That's the community I want to build, is that you guys can always free think yourselves. I don't want sheep. I want smart viewers. And what I've seen in my comments, my tweets and everything, you guys are smart. So props to you. And I do want to say once again, I'm sorry for anyone who's a part of the Sykkuno community. The woman, the ex-girlfriend who has to deal with all this herself. Like my heart goes out to them and you, anyone from the Sykkuno community. Like, I'm sorry. Feel free to, I know I mentioned we have a giveaway going. If you guys want to care about that, we'll get that going soon. That was pre-planned before all this drama. I actually waited to do this because I don't want to be milking the drama too hardcore. I mean, I'm going to make videos on my gossip channel, and then also we have our own socials down below if you guys care. But give me your thoughts and comments down below. This is a lot, bro. This is a lot of stuff. There's even more to cover too. That's the craziest thing.